There we go.
There's Craig.
Hi, Craig. Hey there, folks. If you're wondering why I sound this dead inside, there's a very good reason. Fix your butts. We're gonna leave it at that, because anything more than that is going to kill me.
Basically,
Bringing up the subject more is going to kill me.
long story short,
I will walk out.
my roommate's cat hit puberty. You don't have to live with it, so shut up.
What are we reading, guys?
I think it's official. I think I have officially broke Llytic. Thanks for joining us for all these years. It's nice knowing y'all. Peace out. A-Town. Wah, 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 wah.
I'm Llytic, joined here by Ichigo Koneko, aka Ichi-Tan, as well as Jess. Welcome to What Are We Reading? We're continuing with the Hamalot saga.
Are you okay, Llytic?
My cat was just trying to emulate his inner Sir Hamalot.
Inner Neckbeard.
Man, come on, let me have my joy, man. This week's been hard on me.
Every muscle in my body is seizing.
Oh, this is the most I've laughed. Like yesterday was the 11-year anniversary of my one of my best friends committing suicide. So,
Well,
if I just let me laugh, man. If I don't laugh, I'm gonna cry.
Christ.
Let me laugh, man.
Maybe you should do what I do when I need to laugh and just have like a weirdly prolonged discussion about fisting.
Funny story about fisting. My friend, I'm going to refer to her as A. When I very first met her, because we used to work together, we kind of had some like general passing conversations to each other, like, oh, I like your shirt, purse, whatever kind of stuff. But like the first time we actually like sat together and actually started talking to each other, I just had this really random intrusive thought after noticing something about her. And so one of the very first things, like I said to her, like actual conversation, which is what pretty much sparked our entire friendship, was, forgive me if this sounds wrong, essentially, but I just noticed that you have very good hands for fisting. You have very small hands and slender wrist. You have the perfect hands for like somebody who's just wanting to getting into being like fisted. And
your hands are easy mode.
your hands are easy mode, and like I'm
not sure what that says about my hands. I've got big hands and small wrists. It's like an anchor.
Like almost two years later now, she's one of my best friends. So
yeah.
I obviously said something right.
Why did you have to say something, Llytic? Because I just pictured you like an angry man.
I'm sorry. Are you picturing me just stuck wrist deep in someone?
Yes.
I pictured an angry man, like the anger dude from In and Out. That animation movie.
Inside Out.
Yeah.
Well, this took an interesting turn.
Yes. Now we're talking about Pixar cats. I mean, Pixar characters. Ah! Anyway, we're continuing with Sir Sam before I go insane.
Pixar cats.
No! Look,
You
it's
said
bad
it.
enough. It's bad enough that we already have a butthole cut. Did you not hear about that?
No.
The cut of the Cats movie in which, like, they all had buttholes?
Oh yeah, no. Yeah.
Release the
They-
butthole cut.
There's also a cut that they did that was apparently just like a whole scene of like Rebel Wilson cleaning herself down there. The
more I'm hearing, the more I think she really should have won an Oscar for that.
Odd.
So I just
What
oh
goes
fuck.
behind
The only
scenes of
reason
what
I
we're
even the only reason I even remembered that whole thing with cats is I was watching a fucking review of like the Snyder Cut for Justice League, and the person doing it just like made a joke about like the cat's whole butthole cut, and then just segued into like release the butthole cut, Snyder. Just a joke butthole cut for Justice League. Anyway, we're continuing with Hamalot, which is by Festasmaximus. We're on part 10, Lord of the Hams, part 10, or How My Hobbies Got Destroyed. Good day, my ladies and gentle sirs. Only 2 stories today. It's almost as if I have a life outside of Reddit, sub. Speaking of life and hobbies and stuff, today's story concerns those exact things, and I discovered why my hobbies have such a negative stigma around them. We're going to skip down to the cast update, because it's all the same.
Yep. So
The mention of him now dating Lady K might be new, but other than that.
yeah. So let's see. Cast update. Hype. Wings, manager of the hobby store where they sell all things nerdy. Long hair and a ponytail, but actually a very clean guy. He is nice. I like him. Drinks a hell of a lot of Red Bull, hence the name.
I mean, usually long-haired guys aren't too well kept.
Yeah.
This joke would probably land better if I still had my old haircut.
Gandalf, an old guy in his 70s who does models and D&D with us. I hate my brain.
Yeah,
He is pretty good and always plays a wizard in D&D, hence the name.
fair enough.
Okay.
So this iteration of the Saga of Andu takes place in February/March of the first year at uni, and takes place in a hobby store where normies and neckbeards alike can come together and just be nerds for once. As you may have guessed, I am in fact a nerd. There was this on Reddit I never would have guessed.
Gasp.
It's real shocking.
So shocking. I don't know how to handle this. I think I'm about to explode. Pop.
Oh no, there's a nerd in our midst. Let's see. Where the fuck? I will say I am sorry if I seem a bit unfocused today. It's only because I have a mild headache and it makes it impossible for me to actually stay on any one thing for more than a couple seconds.
Gosh damn it.
Gosh damn it.
Gosh damn it. I knew I should have brought the tranquilizers.
What?
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 How does this help with the headache?
It's okay, don't worry about it.
No, you go using the soft voice on me. let's see. There was this 12-hour hobby event thing at the store where Warhammer games all day and a couple of DMs for a D&D. I play 2nd edition, and if others don't, then I'll be happy to convert to the other. Yeah, be happy to convert to other editions to get my nerdy dopamine hit. I had dragged Lady K to the store, and despite herself, she was excited to get deeper into nerddom than ever before. There were 3 games: low tier, levels 1 to 10, mid tier, levels 11 to 16, and upper tier, levels 17 plus. I sat down at the mid tier game with my multi-class paladin cleric at level 16, and Lady K joined me, borrowing my level 14 ranger. I feel a disturbance of the force of gravity. That is.
Oof.
Big oof. Oof size large.
Oof, oof.
Andu the behemoth comes in, into the anguish of the poor chairs in the shop, plonks his arse down at the circular table. He sees us and gets back up again, and sits down right next to Lady K. I have stopped caring about his precious feelings at this point, and so I swap chairs with Lady K, just as the last seat is taken by a pretty woman by the name of Fairy Dust, who does a lot of drugs. Who plays a fairy bard, hence the name. We establish the rules and then kick off, with Wings adopting a quiet voice to get us in the mood of the scenario. A fairly standard murder mystery dungeon crawl, which is actually really fun. Everyone starts playing for fun, and after Gandalf only speaks in lines from Lord of the Rings movies and books, and we get into a bar fight after Fairy Dust critical fails persuasion roll. Hilarity ensues as I beat 3 level 0 farmers to death with an assortment of soft fruits and potatoes, but one person is not having fun. Andu decides that if he can't control the campaign, then nobody can have fun, and after the party refuses to go back to loot all the dead bodies left over from the bar fight, he throws a tantrum.
Oh, poor baby.
Oh, poor baby. Oh, poor baby.
Hey, poor little baby, you feel much hurt.
Poor baby.
Holy fuck.
You okay there?
I was not expecting that, and that just, like... It was very shocking, to say the least.
Is that so?
Oh, God, would you stop?
I mean, only if you really want me to.
I actually do, man. I actually do.
Alright then. Fine. You're
my whatchamacallit. My ears are very sensitive today.
Alright then.
I got water in them when I took a shower yesterday, and, like, it hurt. It hurt a lot. Yeah.
Well. Alright. He then attacks some party members with his generic halfling rogue character, and then rages when my paladin and 2 fighters pin his character down and tickle him into submission. Not even joking. The DM treats the tickling as a weak rope bond, but Andu rolls a critical fail to escape, causing his character to lose D6 HP as a result of mild asphyxiation.
Kinky.
Hate that I relate to that part. Dragging him along the intended path while he constantly tried to ruin the campaign by not doing the intended thing, causing the DM to invent reasons why he couldn't kill the guy that we're investigating, or light the evidence on fire, or throw the key down a well. Despite him, we are all having fun, and Lady K seems particularly pleased that she found an infinite longbow +4, which did not require extra arrows ever. Our group finished the scenario in style, finding the murderer attempting to create a necromantic spell to raise his victims to fight for him, and killing the murderer by putting lots of water on the floor, freezing the water, and then pelting him with rocks, stones, and snow to push him off a nearby cliff due to the slippery ground. We came out of that scenario grinning.
That was hot.
No, it wasn't.
Oh, come on, computer. Don't freeze on me.
And if any of you out there have a belching fetish, get help.
Never. I'm kidding. I really don't.
Slide
I
into
just.
Llytic DMs.
No!
Yes.
No! No, I will block you.
He'll
I will
burp
flat
talk
out
for
block you.
What
I'm
if they
not
pay
dealing
you?
with that.
What if they pay you?
pay for burp talking.
No!
Yeah.
No.
What if they
I
pay
don't think
you
I
like
could. I don't
$1
think I could live.
million? $1 million for a single burp.
I don't think I could live with myself for that one. Like, I'm gonna get someone off. I'm gonna do it I'm not gonna do it that way.
How'd you become a millionaire? Oh, I burped for someone.
You know how
Hell
fart
yeah.
fetishes are a thing? Yeah, other hole.
Okay, I will admit, fart fetishes do scare me.
Feel like
What?
my neck. No, I feel my neck trying to retreat into my fucking rib cage thinking about him. Yes, I am kink shaming. Get fucked.
Kink shaming's his kink.
Let's just add
And
this one to the list.
And if anybody does not understand that Vine reference, you were too young. Go away.
Feel old.
I fucking had someone at work call me an old man. I know he was joking, but still, a homie, like 3 years older than you.
You are an old man by those standards.
Don't you fucking start.
Hey, Grandpa.
No.
You realize I am 5 years older than one of my brothers.
Yeah.
So like with the 11, so
And
I have
she's
a brother
12 days
who's
younger than me.
shut up. So I have a brother that will turn 20 this year, and then the other one will turn 12 this year. And this happened a couple years back, but my dad decided to fuck with me and my stepmom one day and played the dial-up internet sound. And so while we are literally cringing at the memory of that, both of them are just like, what is that? What is that? And I'm like, what do you mean, what is that? They're like, what is that sound? Why are you acting like that? And I'm like, I was like, okay, the youngest one I can understand. I was like, but you were like 2 when we still had dial-up. How do you not remember that sound?
Because he was 2.
Because he would sit in my
I think
lap while I played like my little video
Yeah,
games on
but
the computer and
I
stuff.
don't
But
think
like,
people tend to fully form memories until they're about 3.
ugh. And I just wanted to punch my brother so hard for that.
Anyway, it's your line.
I know my computer is still frozen. I'm
Serious?
trying to.
Fucking
Yeah,
hell.
it's not letting me scroll down. Like I'm stuck in the middle of your paragraph, so I'm trying to get the page to refresh.
It's quite a long paragraph.
Yeah, here we go. Page is refreshing now.
It
What is
starts
the
where we
middle of
decided.
Oh, come on.
Boop, doop, boop, boop, doop, doop, doop.
Please finish refreshing already.
If you want, I can read it, and then you read the next one after. I mean, me and Llytic always switch lines because he skips me.
There we go.
So-
No, I got it.
It's happened like twice.
I got it. Come on. Here we
Okay,
go.
Sure.
All right.
Rude ass.
Then we decided to go and play some Warhammer 40k with my Blood Angels and Lady K's Imperial Guard forces allying to fight Andu and Gandalf's combined Chaos Marines and Demon Force. Lady K and I have been playing 40k for about 4 years together by that point, so we
Nice.
knew each other's style well, and each other's army list inside out. Blood Angels and the Guard are pretty well suited for each other and they complement the other well if the list is designed correctly. Most of my army started off the table in drop pods, half of which could arrive on turn 1. And the others which could arise starting turn 2. We set up quickly around some city fortifications and chose places with a good line of sight against the better hiding spots for chaos. I ran a sanguinary host army with many assault squads, sanguinary guards, and the sanguinor. So I was a very fast force that could cover a lot of ground very quickly. Lady K had a lot of heavy armor, tanks, and artillery to support my advance and keep them pinned until I could get into close combat and wreck their ass with 4 attacks per model in a normal assault of squad of 10 models.
That's a lot of attacks.
Yep.
I know nothing about Warhammer 40k.
I know a little bit about it.
I think Tom plays a bit. I don't remember. Because I remember him talking about like painting like Warhammer models.
Turn 1, everything goes to plan. I land on the right places, fire pistols, charge in and lock the ranged units in close combat so that they're useless. Lady K shreds loads of demons with her artillery so that their close combat abilities are extremely diminished. They can't do all that much as most of their models are locked in combat or pinned in cover.
Turn 2. Most of the rest of my army arrives, and the Sanguinor fights Abaddon and holds his own. Sanguinary Guard wreck most everything we meet, but as they are very points expensive, each loss is a huge blow. The ranged units are all their ranged units are nearly all dead after 4 rounds of close combat, and Lady K rips everything that is not already in combat to tiny little pieces. Their troops charge into the Sanguinor Abaddon contact, but whiff their attacks and do no damage. Oops.
Turn 3. Everything is on the field by now. Everything is in close combat. All of my assault marines pour into the Abaddon Sanguinor combat and kill most of the units surrounding them. A lucky roll by me and an unlucky roll by Andu means that Abaddon dies. We win by the 3rd turn.
Well.
Yeah, if you play it right, it can
Yeah.
be pretty fucking devastating.
Yeah, turn 3, just fucking massacring. Yeah.
Andu is royally pissed. Sweeps my models off the table, accuses me of cheating by using loaded dice, and says that old people are all trash and shouldn't be allowed to play. Meanwhile, I'm ignoring him and looking for all my overpriced plastic figures. Yes, I am 21 at this point. And getting
Yeah, but you paid a lot of money on those.
and getting angrier and angrier as a load of them are broken. Ooh.
Oh, fuck. No. You don't understand. Like, so
Yeah,
the place...
those things are fucking expensive.
They're fucking expensive because the place that I go to do my pre-orders on my Pokemon cards, they sell Warhammer stuff. Oh, like sometimes a single figure can be like $20.
Yeah.
A single figure can be $20. Oh,
it's a fucking expensive ass hobby. I know that much.
It is.
Granted,
is so expensive.
most nerd hobbies are like weirdly fucking expensive, but I say this as someone who has like fucking 13 cards remaining in a Magic deck he's building that'll cost me about $170.
Coming from somebody who has a video game addiction, a cosplay addiction, an anime addiction, a Pokemon addiction.
Nerd shit's expensive.
Model kit addiction.
Nerd shit is very expensive. Like,
I am literally getting so into model kits, I'm starting to think about buying Gundams.
Oh,
And I don't even fucking like Gundam. I just
Have you
like
watched
putting together the
series,
kits.
Or, like, is it just a whole thing? Or like,
Well, like I've watched the series. Like I've seen.
oh,
I don't really like the Gundam itself series. Like I like the what is it the Neon Genesis. I like that one.
Okay.
I like Big O. Like there are some Gundam themed animes that I do like. But they're not my like favorite. They're not ones that I like actively seek out.
Yeah. Considering the fact that I think like the last big one we had was Darling in the Franxx, and that one just went off fucking rails in that last half.
Yeah, I haven't watched that one yet, and
really
that's
stupid real fast, and that's saying something.
Yeah, I haven't watched that one yet, and that's mostly just because like the fans of that show kind of scare me.
I also, it's not as like egregious like fan service as like anything done by the guy who did Soul Eater.
Yeah, like I know it's not super fan servicey.
Like there are moments where it's like, you gotta be kidding me. Yeah. Fucking.
I don't mind if anime has like fan service and stuff like that. Like I get it. It happens.
Sometimes it's used to cover up poor writing.
Yes, yeah. No, it's just like it's the literal fans that scare me because there's a lot of cosplayers I follow on TikTok, and a lot of them cosplay because they've seen it. What's her face? There's her name like Zero 02 or something like that.
Yeah.
The pink girl.
Yeah,
with the horns. Girl. A lot of people will cosplay her.
Yeah.
But the like super like weird, I guess you could say die hard. I don't even want to say die hard. I think they're just fucking like just shit people.
Perverts.
Stuff like that will like literally attack these cosplayers if like, oh, her hair's not that shade of pink, or
you're fucking oh my god,
or somebody, because long wigs literally give them like issues, like texture issues, so they would go with a shorter cut and be like, her hair's not that short, or you're too fat, or you're too short, or you're not the right skin color, which that one happens with a lot of cosplays. That one happens with a lot of cosplays, to be honest, which I think is absolutely fucking gross. If you're going to attack somebody over their cosplay for the color of their skin, get the fuck out. Just get the fuck out.
Yeah.
Like if you attack a cosplayer because the whole point of cosplay is interpreting the character in a way that best fits you.
Costume roleplay.
It's costume roleplay. Yeah. So if a character has a fucking mini skirt, but you're more comfortable with the knee-length skirt, have that knee-length skirt. Fuck what other people say. Point being, don't attack cosplayers. Just don't. Don't be that person. If you're that person, I will shove a crayon up your nose.
And granted, like I am one of those people that like prefers to like cosplay characters that I have a similar body type to, which makes it really fucking easy to cosplay male anime characters.
Fucking like skeletal cryptid.
Fucking all of them are long and tall. Even though I do know that my fucking skin tone is a lot darker than most of them.
Yeah, like anyways, but like
anyway,
the majority of the fan base scares me because of the way that I've seen them treat cosplayers. So it scares me. And I literally hate to say that I'm not going to watch an anime because of the fan base, because I usually try not to let the fan base influence my decisions.
There are some fucking fan bases out there that have been or currently are just absolute dog shit.
Like there are a bunch of animes that I watch that I will never say that I watch because I do not like the fan base.
Think of a good number. This is like there's a good number of things. It's like the fucking Japanese equivalent of like Rick and Morty. Like it's like, yeah, I enjoy the show.
Reason why I absolutely love K-pop music.
Yeah.
But I will not ever get into a conversation with most K-pop stans because
Oh yeah, no,
that is seriously one of the most toxic fucking communities.
it is ridiculous, and it's this weird fucking thing about it.
Because, like, there's people in there that will literally tear you apart for not knowing every single band member's name and age and star sign and favorite color, favorite this, favorite that, or all the songs. Like, I can barely remember what I ate for breakfast this morning.
I barely remember the names of bands I like.
Exactly! The way my brain works is like I can either remember the names of the songs from this band or I can remember this band. There is no in between. Unless it's Tokyo Hotel. I remember every single band member's name. I know all of their songs, like all of that.
Well, like there are a few where I'm just I'm typically not too concerned learning like the fucking members' names. Like I fucking enjoy Bear Ghost. I don't think I've ever same with Osaka Punch. I don't think I've ever cared enough to actually look up like the names of like the people in it. Like usually if I know the name of someone, it's because like I've just heard it enough. Like
or like
for some reason I know the name of like the fucking lead singer of Nickelback is Chad Kroeger.
Everybody knows that though because of all the Nickelback memes.
Well, no, I didn't even know it during the Nickelback memes because it's not like Chad Kroeger's fucking name was plastered on the memes. It was just his fucking face.
Oh, that's true.
No one was mentioning Chad in the Nickelback memes.
Years and years and years ago, Nickelback used to have a shit ton of concerts here where I live because like his cousin lived here or lived near here. So they would come here a lot. And I'm like, not to shit on them, I do like their music, but at the same time, like,
I mean,
the hell would want to live here?
I really do not like their music. I don't have any issues with them personally. Granted, hearing Chad talk about like how he does his fucking music stuff, it's like, oh, so you literally are just admitting that you're doing that you just sell out and that's how you make your music. But
yeah.
It's like I study trends and I use that to write my songs. It's like,
there are a few songs of theirs that I like, but I wouldn't say like they're my favorite band or anything like that.
I mean, they're definitely better than a few other like groups and acts that are in a similar fucking ballpark.
That is true.
I'll definitely listen to them long before I listen to fucking. Is it Kid Rock or Chris Rock? It's Kid Rock, right?
Chris Rock's a comedian. Kid Rock's a singer.
It's similar enough names that
though
my brain mixes
think
them up all
Chris
the fucking
Rock
time.
has possibly done music. I don't quote me on that. Yeah. Don't quote me on that.
But no, like it's better than Kid Rock, I guess. Hell,
okay, again, there are a few Kid Rock songs that I like. Again, wouldn't say that I like the guy, but there are a few songs of his that are kind of catchy.
It's someone who's somehow built skinnier than me trying to sound hard half the time, and it just does not work. Not like that.
No, I know not like that. It's just funny hearing you say something like that.
Yes, and also it makes me think of someone else.
But no,
Well, he makes eye contact.
But no,
Ichi gets me. Ichi gets me.
and I'll say this, at least it's not fucking... Holy shit, how did I forget his name? Like, the only song he has that people know is Cat Scratch Fever.
Yeah.
Ted Nugent. Ted Nugent's a child groomer.
Oh, yeah.
Anyway, I believe we interrupted Jess in the middle of her line because we talked about how expensive nerd hobbies were, and then we got into that.
Yeah, we did
ready?
do that. Apologies. My apologies to you.
Fuck, I wanted to say apples into the mic really, like, essentially. But your ears are all fucking sensitive.
Apples.
Apples. I hate.
One of the
Every
perks
now, every
of having a headphone mic is just to fucking stick it in my mouth and just make
I
a
can
light humming noise.
I can technically stick this in my mouth if I really wanted to. I
Oh
can't even
my
hear the
goodness.
humming noise. It was just the sound of it going in that I hated.
When you can't see anything,
You
you
scared
hear
Cinnamon.
things,
You
and
did
you
that,
hear-
and Cinnamon
I hear y'all
responded.
say, yeah, I can even shove ink in my mouth. But I can't see crap. I don't know if they were viewers, and I'm like,
I stuck my mic in my mouth and I blew in it and I startled Llytic and Cinnamon at the same time.
I made a comment how I could also fit my mic in my mouth, but granted, I can fit a lot of things in my mouth.
Yeah, you can. I've seen you eat a whole ass cupcake in one bite.
Yeah. Oh, fuck, that just reminds me of... Not gonna bring up things involving a new coworker. I think I made a joke about it, like, before session last week.
yeah, I think you did.
Yeah, how we learned some things about him in the first week.
Yeah.
You're remembering.
And it was also the same coworker that you convinced that you
No, that's a different person.
No, that was a different one.
No, me and her, like, just joke back and forth from time to time.
He has so many
Because
friends.
for someone who really just doesn't want to have sex, for some reason, half the shit I say is sexual. Like, someone's gonna get
Yeah.
the wrong
That's
fucking idea
somehow
and try to
you
fuck
ain't
me.
doing it. You gotta let it out somehow if you ain't doing it.
I mean, I'd say something, but I do know that is a case with, like, a lot of asexuals. Is like, they have, like, a filthy sense of humor, but it's like, are you sure you're asexual? It's like, yeah. Really? Because half your jokes are about fucking oral. Anyway.
I know. Okay. Let's see. I'm getting angrier and angrier as a load of them are broken. I don't have that much money, so I can't just up and replace everything that he broke. And it'll take me hours to fix all of them, and repaint it and hide the damage. Lady K is doing a magnificent job at yelling at him, and I get to my feet at precisely the right time to get knocked over by a I know the word, morbidly, there we go, obese man-child, who pauses his dramatic exit to tell me, Fiesta?
Fiesta.
Every time, it's my brain, it automatically changes the name to Fiesta. I hate it. I hate it. I glance at it and then I start reading ahead to word it out what I'm gonna say, and it always changes to Fiesta. My brain autocorrects it.
And then after that, the siesta.
Yes. You need to control your bitch, grow up, and stop cheating at a fucking kid's game.
You need to stop taking a kid's game so hard, man. It's a game, not a dick.
I mean, you don't have it much of one anyway, so you can't tell, but...
Well, that's why he's taking it.
What's the saying? It's a game, not a dick. Don't take it so hard.
Exactly. This is the fucking nerd store, not Grinder.
Oof.
Is the second Grinder joke of the night.
That is the second Grinder joke of the night. Do you have something to tell us?
Just stop trying to open conversations with dick pics. That's all I ask. Ever so slightly rich, don't you think? What? What?
I'm an idiot today. What else is new?
All I know is that statement ended with myself.
Oh, you didn't fully hear it. That's good.
I
Ichi, did you hear it?
What?
Did you hear it?
Hear what?
Okay, good. Yeah, I
great.
didn't hear
I'm
it.
gonna have to go through that, and part of me's tempted to, like, in the editing process, just go through that, find exactly what you said, and put it on screen.
Wow.
Anyway, it's Ichi-Tan's line.
Hmm. Give me a second.
No, you, yeah. I keep
Fucking
forgetting you
computer,
had
come on.
had a one line.
Anyway, later that day, I get a call from Wings. Asking me not to come back to the store as Enabler Andu's mom had complained to them about me and Lady K. He said he didn't want to ban me from the store, but they had threatened him to sue him for destruction of property, enabling violent behavior, and undue stress caused by his store, and that they wouldn't sue as long as I never went back to the store. Lady K. Excuse me. Excuse me.
That was him.
Destruction of property? You motherfucker.
He's the one that broke shit.
Yeah.
I
Anyways,
can't set someone's house on fire and then get upset at them for destruction of property.
Exactly.
As much as I want to.
So Lady K never went back either. So Andu shot himself in the foot with that one. Who would have thought that an immature, ugly man-child who smells of semen and Mountain Dew
Not
could
my
have
preferred
missed
drink
some
of choice, but
consequences when he thought through his actions?
You're welcome for that sound clip, Internet.
Lady K and I spent the rest of the day fixing my models and touching up
Each
the
other.
paint job. Oh my. To get the army back to its former glory. Sorry if the beardism wasn't as strong this story, but I only tell what happened. Next time, you should be far more beardy story.
Still to come, Andu duels me for the privilege of Lady K's features. Cringe. The incident and legal action is taken. What did you put in the chat this time? Okay.
A dick pic.
Yeah, it's a dick. Adorable little fuckers. This is a dick.
It's a dick.
It's a dick. And then the next two paragraphs, or there's the next time, okay. And a whole thing about, let's see, I'm guessing that the one up top is the same as the one of the first link. Nope, that picture doesn't exist on Imager anymore. Does
Neither
the
of
second
them
one?
do. Neither
God
of them
damn
do.
Well.
Yeah.
And with that, let us go to part 11, or How I Won Milady. Quotation marks around the word won.
Oif.
Yeah, you can't really win someone you're already dating. Nor should you really win a person. Not since the incident.
Did
What?
I do Link?
Oh, right, Link.
Yeah.
Ah.
You're the only one that has it. You weirdo.
I guess I should have just linked in the fucking guy's Reddit page. Oops. Oh well.
There we go.
I never claimed to be a clever man.
It's okay.
Hmm.
Probably. Okay. So it's been about that long. Got it. I believe you'd be starting off this one.
Thank
Phew.
you.
Mm.
I
Me?
don't know.
Yes,
I don't
you.
know.
Jess?
You. You.
Me?
The one I'm
Who,
pointing at.
me?
Yes.
You?
I can't see.
You.
Who,
Well,
me?
then it's not you because I can't point to you. I can just gesture
Anyways.
at the verb.
Phew, guys. All the positives are making me feel all squishy inside.
Ew.
So to reward you with the delectable dumplings dripping dew, I'm regaling you another tale of Andu the Beard.
I feel uncomfortable.
Good.
It's all squishy.
And all that. Ah, there we go. Cause
There's
now
the
I
new
get-
cast.
Yeah. New, cast.
Dun, 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 dun.
Rocky, boxing instructor, built like a tank, takes no crap from anyone.
Roxanne, female boxing instructor. Attractive, but you really don't want to mess with her as she will knock you out if you try anything dumb. Hot.
So, on to the story, which takes place around May/June, just before our summer holidays. Lady K and I were very happy, doing very well in our classes, working out together frequently, and nerding it up. After hours. There was but one dark cloud. I'm a Brit of course weather. Hanging above us, preparing to rain down beatish drops of dew and then piss us off a bit more.
Well, it's better to be pissed off than pissed on.
To understand the level of creep that you're about to read, you need to know what we all look like. So without any more hesitation, I'll describe our glorious visages to you all. Lady K. Leave me alone. I don't want to fucking talk about it. Leave me alone. I don't want to talk about it.
Okay.
Lady K is tall at 5'11". She is taller than your average guy with fairly long hair that tumbles down her shoulders like Mr. Wonka's chocolate waterfall. Delicious. She is slender and athletic and a perfect face as far as I'm concerned.
Well, of course you'd say that.
Her eyes are a hazelnut brown too. I am tall, 6'3", 190 pounds, and about a 9 to 10% body fat. My hair is kept fairly short and then swept to the side with a side parting, and is as black as pitch. So, pitch is basically tar. So, like
it's pitch black.
It's pitch black. There is no light in that hair. Blue eyes, clean shaven, and we're both white as hell.
Oh, goody. I get to describe the Neckbeard. Andu is short at 5'7" and huge at 220 pounds. His gross beard is literally like that one you refuse to shave off at an edgy 14-year-old because you thought it made you look older. But it is all over your face.
Joke's on you, I couldn't grow any hair anywhere other than my eyebrows and fucking on top of my head at 14. Bit too much.
I don't think that's something to brag about.
It's not. Again, I was a fucking micro midget at 14. I was fucking 4'8".
Llytic.
Yes.
He has horrible acne from all the crap that he eats, and his hair is greasy and unkempt. Any shirt that he wears will become plastered to his large fupa.
Well, that's
Ew.
unfortunate.
By the sweat which perpetually drips from his every. Oh, I hate that word. I know it. I hate
You
it.
you
I
hate the
miss-
word orifice?
because of what I'm used to it being used in what certain sentences it is usually used in. When I hear that word, I hate it. Okay, I
I'm-
hate it.
I'm curious to know the circumstances, but at the same time, I'm slightly scared.
No.
You want to know the circumstances? Want to know the circumstances? These circumstances, boy. These circumstances.
Okay, how many times is the word orifice being used in those things?
Well, not in these ones particular, but
Okay.
you get the context.
That is like some... Why would you use that word? That is not a sexy word.
Let me shove my tongue in your orifice.
That's not a sexy way to put it.
I'm cringing so much.
I'm sorry, Jess.
And will become covered in food and strange off-white stains within a few hours. And he
Yikes.
will wear each one for days on end. He stinks, never showers, and has the attitude that matches his appearance. Crappy.
I'll say, that is like one of the things that, like, I guess the big issue with my habit of wearing black and then living with dogs is the fact that they will just like slam their nose into your clothing and suddenly you've just got like this fucking snot smear and it's like, well, that's unfortunate looking.
Oh, no, 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 no. Oh, no, no, no,
Oh,
no,
am I
no.
about to? Am I about to?
Oh.
Huh.
Oh. Oh. Oh.
Well, this is
No,
going to be
no,
interesting.
no.
The reason I'm telling you this. Yes.
Trigger warning. Just trigger warning. Giant, massive fucking trigger warning.
Yeah, there's a lot of
Okay, so trigger warning, just a heads up, involves sexual acts,
I
depictions
think it's a
of
bit late for that one.
genitalia, gore, some non-consensual possibilities, just
Yeah.
bad. Very bad.
Is advised.
I'm gonna be saying some fun things here.
Yeah.
So, everybody listening, when you, it's gonna start now. If you want to skip ahead, and then when you hear me say the word potato, you're good.
I'll do my best to make it palatable.
Will you actually remember to say potato?
Yes.
Hopefully.
Okay.
Not that one. When Ichi-Tan
Not that
said
one.
it.
Not that one.
Wow, that was quick. The reason why I'm telling you this is that one day Andu's bag ripped open as he came out of a lecture hall. What spilled out of it was a hell of a lot of paper, like a whole pack of printer paper, and on each one was a full-color drawing. Andu ran like a cowed dog, and being the kind citizens that we were, we stopped to pick up the papers. Closer to the drawings, it was easier to make them out. I gathered most of them and took Lady Kate to my room, where it was easier to make them out. I'll give Andu credit. He's a talented artist, but the drawings disgusted me. There were several of me lying on the floor, blood spreading from whichever part of the body Andu chose, but mostly my dick. It's finally a woman. Speaking of spreading, let's see. Where the fuck? Where? Oh, there it is. Many drawings depicted quite clearly Lady K in various states of undress, showing off to an unseen observer. Andu had taken the liberty of giving her the most unrealistic-looking features that I ever seen, as well as adding about 20 pounds to her weight. Still other drawings were of him, and he'd taken off about 60 pounds of fat off his body and added like 30 pounds of muscle. Even more drawings showed all three of us in full Technicolor, with him and Lady K usually naked. Sometimes doing couple stuff, and almost always stabbing me in the chest and or dick. Scattered among the drawings were some A4 printouts of reference photos of Lady K laughing, smiling, even singing one time. Some from Facebook, some from who knows where, and then there were reference pictures of female genitalia, which had quite obviously been used multiple times. Even some of wounds, like stab wounds, slash wounds, blunt force trauma from some websites like Real Gore or whatever. I can't remember the site, and I'm not Googling to find that crap. I'd like to say that I only vomited once during these pictures, but I actually vomited like 10 to the 100th power times.
Potato.
Yeah, so that was interesting.
Potato french fries.
Had a potato for dinner. It was tasty. Anyways. Lady K took it better than I did. She just sat there with a 100-mile stare, looking slightly shell-shocked by what we had just witnessed. To this day, we discuss why he carried them around with him and why he even drew them in the first place.
I'm going to say this once for the people in the back. Don't draw porn of actual people without their consent. All right?
Yeah, don't do that.
All right. Don't draw porn of me. Also, anyone you happen to know without them giving you a say-so.
Oh, Jesus, it scared the fuck out of me.
What?
So my cursor is still Aizawa, and I just look over, and I just see this, like from back here.
Oh my god!
His hair completely blends in, and it was just a face, and it scared me.
I mean, that's not as bad as the Godzilla incident.
Where he kept stealing what I was trying to read.
No, not that.
Oh.
You talked about this. I don't know if you talked about it on the show.
I don't know. I think it might have happened while we were recording. But yeah, when my computer decided to literally open up on its own
the most terrifying image.
One of the most terrifying images from that story.
From the Godzilla creepypasta.
I think I had it saved because I wanted to use it to like scare Tom or something. And
it just fucking opened.
And then it opened on its own and just, oh god.
I remember laughing about that. But that's just awful. Because, like, it's so fucking startling.
It was so fucking startling. Like, it's like...
Oh. Anyway, Jess's turn.
We needed to blow off some steam, so we went to the sports center and did one of those drop-in sessions where you can go and box and then leave as long as you are a member of the sports center. Warming up, I see that someone else had the same idea as we had. You guessed it, whoops. It was Anu. Boxing drills were fun. Push-ups, pull-ups, dips, squats, skipping, sit-ups, and calf raises. What was the most fun was blasting through the required 25 as fast as possible so that we could watch Andu for some comedic relief. Pull-ups and dips were especially fun, as he would get halfway up or down and then go back, as if that counted. The noises he made while doing it were the best. He sounded like each rep was a hot Brazilian model, bringing him closer and closer to climax with each one.
Ooh.
Insert reference to that one fucking Arnold Schwarzenegger's interview in which he's talking about how he finds exercising orgasmic. I don't know if you guys heard that one.
Oh.
You know what? That doesn't surprise me.
It was young Arnold. It's like, you get the feeling of coming at the gym. It's like coming. It's like, Arnie? You're getting a bit too into your exercise.
Only a little bit.
Yeah, just a tad.
Just a tad.
Anyway.
To say, Andrew finished last. He flopped over when he had finally done all the exercises and got up slowly like he had just ran a marathon. Yes, Simon.
Thanks, Simon.
Yeah. He's chirping, talking with me.
Yeah.
Rocky split the group. Yeah, Rocky did split the group. Okay. I talk my bird because Cinnamon talks a lot.
I wasn't laughing about you talking to him, it's just that he kept going.
Cinnamon apparently has just decided that you are done with this.
Cinnamon's tearing into Andu. That is some shit that I ain't heard in years.
Oh, Cinnamon,
Fucking-
what's your language?
How could you say that? You can't just say that about the English.
You've stolen the show. Are you proud of yourself? Yeah. Okay. Alrighty. Thank you. Rocky splits the group into guys and a surprising number of girls. Then he asks us to get into pairs to sew a little. I think it's supposed to be do.
That was supposed to be do, yeah, because S and D are right next to each other.
To do a little free sparring practice before a 3-minute bout. For the 3-minute bout to. Excuse me. Can I finish, please? Excuse you. This is my line, not yours. Hi.
Cinnamon really just does not like Andu, man.
I mean, does anyone?
Yeah.
Cute. Okay. I was at the 3-minute. Practice before 3 minutes about at the end. That doesn't...
Do a little free sparring practice for about 3 before...
See?
Oh, to do a little... Okay. Bout isn't a bout. It's bout as in it's a verb. I mean, it's a noun. It's a noun.
About means a match.
Yeah. They're going to
Fight.
have a 3-minute match at the end.
Yeah, it just messes with my head. Especially since right under it is about. So...
Yeah.
Anyway, before I could look desperately about for any guy to pair with who isn't Andu, he said my name. I froze, as a neckbeard's vision is based on movement. And in that time, he thrust into my hands a pair of boxing gloves. I didn't want to do this. Not with Andu, who harbored murderous fantasies about me. But everyone else had been claimed by that point. So I set about dodging all of the slow punches thrown at me by David Hay 2.0 and listened to my boxing partner's furious rants about how I was an asshole who abused women. About 10 minutes later, Rocky called us. Oh my goodness. Are you a fan of Rocky? Do you like Rocky? Is that what it is?
Ba-da-da. Ba-da-da.
Ba-da-ba.
Ba-da-da.
Ba-da-ba.
Ba-da-da.
Ba-da-ba.
Ba-da-da-da-da-da. Da-da-da-da-da-da-da.
Rocky called us all into the center where the boxing ring-sized square was painted on the floor, and said that we could challenge whoever we wanted if they were the same sex and around the same weight. Unfortunately, 190 and 220 were close enough that Andu was allowed to challenge me in front of the whole group. He said,
Winner earns the right to Lady K and has to do whatever the other guy wants.
Nani?
Nani, nani the fuck? Sing me now, nani the fuck?
So, I looked over at Lady K, and she just nodded once. So I replied with a simple,
Just nuts.
It's
Bury him.
it's your line, Jess.
Yes.
said you're on.
Oh,
Okay.
it didn't pick up for us.
Just looks
I'm
over.
sorry.
Words.
Just looks over and him. I.
As you wish,
Can do.
baby.
On it, babe. Pulled on my
Go get some-
gloves and
Go get some froyo after I whoop this boy's ass.
dig him a hole in the dirt. Alright. I pulled on my gloves and put in my mouth guard, waiting for the go sign. I wasn't going to hold back. This bitch was mine at last for 3 minutes. Insert. What was the fucking line from like Bonesaw in the first Spider-Man movie? That's 3 minutes of playtime.
Something like that, yeah.
Let's see. Now, if any of you have tried fighting a fat person, you'll know that the best tactic is to outlast them with your stamina, but I only had 3 precious minutes, and Andu might forfeit if he gets too tired. As soon as the bell sounded, I lunged forward, connecting with Andu's nose and making him reel. Tried to cover his face with his gloves, so I sank several blows into his enormous stomach, causing his elbows to drop and allowing me an opening to his face. A few strong jabs later, and Andu was backing off into the corner of the square, his wide nose flattened in a disturbing mixture of... Should we have done another trigger warning for this one?
From this point on, trigger warning, blood and gore.
Yeah. Listen for the potato.
Yeah.
Let's see. A disturbing mixture of blood and snot running down his face. I closed the gap, and Andu warded me off with a couple of easily dodged punches, which left him open on his left side. I took full advantage, keeping him at arm's length, hitting him in the side of his face a few times. This continued for about a minute, by which time Andu was getting desperate to beat me. Now, blows to the balls are not allowed in boxing, and knees are not allowed either. But Andu mixed both, swinging a large fat knee into my particularly attractive testicles, causing me to stumble back in pain. Rocky was talking to Roxanne, and so didn't notice this, So in my pain-fueled rage, I hit him again, and again, and again in the nose. He went down with a huge thump, his nose a bloody mess, and my particularly fine upper body splattered with his blood. Rocky ended the session after that and told Andu to leave me alone as my prize for victory. Oh, and I told Andu to leave me alone for my prize for victory. It's just too bad that we never shook hands on it.
Potato!
There you go.
I tried to make it sound like a... whatchamacallit? Yeah. Anyways.
Oh, I just kicked the bucket of flower petals I keep under the desk. I'm not kidding. It's a bucket of old flower petals.
I never thought you were kidding. Anyways, Lady
Well,
K
you
and
gave me a look like, what the fuck?
no, I gave you a look like that's kind of gay, bro.
And
Nice. Lady K and I went back to campus, and she ensured that no permanent damage had been done to my bits. Very thoughtful of her to make absolute certain that everything was in full working order. Woo! That was some sympathy lovin's. Oh, yeah. With a little bit of that action.
Or wait, do I need
No.
to take my glasses off that?
No. So, like, hold it up and, check the undercarriage.
Ah, yeah.
Yeah.
What I was doing was unrelated. Oh boy, it's a good thing that listeners can't see any of the things I do on camera. Yet.
I can. It's an experience, my friends. It's an
I
experience.
think just dealing with me in general is an experience.
Oh yeah, definitely.
I think I want to
whose
read
line is
this.
it? Oh,
Mine,
it's yours.
but
do you want me to read it?
yeah.
Beautiful rage-induced catharsis, the blood, oh, it sings to me. It was, in my opinion, completely deserved by him, as his actions leading up to this point probably broke the Geneva Convention. He started it, but at the risk of sounding cliched, I finished it.
I mean, yeah.
Yeah. And he did try to break into her home. I believe there was at least a few threats of assault.
Drew very inappropriate photos, broke personal property on multiple occasions.
Yeah, because there was also the bracelet.
Yeah, there was also the bracelet. You are completely correct with that.
So yeah. Anyway.
Yeah.
And then the whole, I guess, what's the word for it? Teaser for the next chapter.
Yep.
Never fret, Neckbeard. Oh, there you go. You do it.
I thought we just switched lines for this one.
Right?
We do-si-do a lot.
Yes.
Never fret, Neckbeard followers. More tales to come, as we still have a whole half of a year of Andu to come before legal action was taken.
Oh, shit. Alright. Anyway, that's going to be it for this one. Special thank you to Andre D, Summer Moon Soldier, and Destiny Baird for supporting us on Patreon. If you like what we do and like support us in any way, then consider going down to that link in the description and pledging any amount of money you want. If you do want to support us and either don't want to or can't send money our way, no shame in that. Usual YouTube bullshit, like, comment, subscribe, all that nonsense. Yeah. And we'll see you next time. I'm Llytic.
I'm Ichi.
And I'm Jess.
And this has been What Are We Reading? Bye-bye.